like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And this is a Rumour Patrol video. Although I do have to say, right at the outset, I just got the awful news that Bernard Crimson passed away. So as I'm recording this, so this is not going to be about that. But I am so sad. I really am so sad. I imagine that his last screen performance is going to be Doctor Who's 60th anniversary, whatever that may be. Those scenes that he had filmed. But I'm very glad that he was able to do that. Although it makes me think, everybody who's in that kind of role, that role was basically filled out by Bernard Crimson because he was fantastic in it for the Christmas special that year. It was Voyage of the Damned, wasn't it? He actually, when he came in, because he was playing the newsreader, the newspaper selling man, was it Wilf? I think. It's still the same Wilf, right? And he made his own little like holly and mistletoe to put on his hat to make it Christmassy. We all love Bernard Cribbins, right? We all absolutely adore Bernard Cribbins, especially if you're my age. He read Jack and Nori to us. He was in Doctor Who, Darling Maid of the Earth, Hills and Wombles. A major part of all our childhood, and stayed awesome his entire life. So I just thought it was wrong to go into the video without speaking about the wonderfulness that is Bernard Cribbins. I genuinely, I hope angels, and they really should, angels should sing you to your rest. I hope you're in a better place now. Listen, better place now. It could be pretty much anywhere else than this world in 2022, right? So you're better off out of it, I would say. Anyway, this is a Rumour Patrol video. This is Rumour Patrol. That name comes from Alien 3, which is much better than you remember it. Especially watch the director's cut, which has Paul McGann. Paul McGann's character has a story in the director's cut, which is actually quite interesting. But anyway, you got Brian Glover, right? About a few years after Attack of the Cybermen, he doesn't do well with extraterrestrials. But he's in charge of the prison planet, or some kind of lowly person in charge of the prison planet, and he's walking around going, "This is Rumour Patrol, there is no alien." And right at that minute, an alien comes down from the ceiling and grabs him, sucks him up, right? Don't trust the news, mate. Don't trust the news. Don't trust anything I'm about to tell you, right? It's all probably bollocks, unless it isn't. Unless indeed it isn't. Fine, before we get into it, like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Even if the comment is, "Oh my God, please don't let that be so." Right? Please don't. If your comment is, I am envious of Bernard Cribbins because I will not have to even enter the possibility. He will not have to enter the possibility of being in a world where these rumors may actually be true. That could be what you want to write. That seems a bit lengthy though. How about hi Tzvi? Right? Hi Tzvi's always good. Or hey Tzvi, would you like a sandwich? I like that too. Right? That's the sort of emotional support I look for out of life. All right, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. As we just spoke about that. Sign up my Substack, my email newsletter. It's going out Friday. All right, so Friday's always a out-of-print book day I send out on my Substack for free, right? PDF. The new Avengers. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Have to try and find something that might tie into Bernard Cribbins. I can't think of anything that would. But I will look around, see if I can find something that ties into Bernard Cribbins. But I don't know what it'll be. Actually, I've kind of got hankering to do one of the out-of-print 8th Doctor novels. Maybe Vampire Science, right? One of the Kate Orman book from that year. Vampire Science, maybe. She also did that Blue Box. That was actually very good. That's a 6th Doctor story. Anyway, sign up for it, and you will get it. That's it. We'll sign up my paid one. I'm also sending out content on that. Hopefully, by the time this goes out, right? That's my hope. Hopefully, by the time this goes out, new content will have gone out on my paid Substack as well, which is comics that I write and draw. Listen, it's an excuse for you to throw money at me. I'm not going to stop you, mate. I am not going to stop you. Fine. Let's get into the rumours. So, The first point is this. Why haven't I done a Rumour Patrol video about Joda's finale, the centenary special, which isn't even named yet? The basic answer is because no one gives a shit. I mean, really? No one really gives a shit about what's going to happen. Nobody gives a shit about this era. You know why no one gives a shit about this era? It's because, and this is my own theory, of course, there weren't any characters into it, right? There weren't any characters you could empathise in it. I mean, listen, I don't think there's any characters you can empathise with behind the camera either. But, this is what happens when you make characters that are either all evil or Mary Sue's or blank, which basically everything fits into one of those categories. The reason you love characters, the reason we love Captain Jack, the reason we love Mickey, even though some people want to pretend we didn't, the reason that we did that is for their foibles rather than their strengths, right? I always loved Mickey's line saying, "Don't read my emails," right? That was wonderful, right? It's their foil. And if you're writing with an ideological agenda which is prevalent in 2017, 2018, 2019, the current era, right? If you write a character that is of marginalized status and give any lack to them, then you've been unbelievably cruel. So I think that's probably why they forgot about Ryan's dyspraxia pretty darn quickly, right? Like, Ryan had dyspraxia for one episode, and then he was like, doing backflips, fighting off robots 2 or 3 episodes later. Oh, God, it's so bad. But basically, nobody really gives a shit because there are no characters to connect to. Nobody really liked this Doctor. I'm sorry, we did. I understand they like the ideology of having a female Doctor. I understand they like the ideology of having a female Doctor that was open to having a same-sex relationship. Yeah, I understand that, but that's what the rumours are going to get to. Ah! That's so funny. I understand that, right? But they didn't actually like the character, right? They didn't actually like the character. Now, another reason no one really gives a shit is because the marketing for this is terrible. The reason the marketing is terrible is that Chris Chibnall is painfully shy. And I don't think that should be something that should be used to hit him over the head. Because I think, look, we've been together for 5 years, okay? We've seen what life's like with Rusty Davies. We've seen what life's like with Stephen Moffat. We've seen what life's like with Chris Chibnall. He must be painfully shy, and all this promotion just is very, 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 very hard for him. Also, he's promoting things that people, generally speaking, are going to say is shit, right? They were fine doing the promotion right up until The Woman Who Fell to Earth aired, and then they vanished, right? They shit, right? But why are you doing that? I think it's because all he could do. But, I have to ask, right? I can understand having basic pride. If you're a writer, right, and you're so bad at writing, you're bad at it, right, that you wouldn't want to bring in a good writer because that's going to make you look bad, right? I understand that. But if you're bad at promotion and marketing and you can't stand to interact with people, as clearly, Christian cannot stand to do that, right? Why not hire somebody who does that? I mean, look, when Deep Space Nine was on, Avery Brooks was never big into doing interviews. Armin Shimmerin became like the spokesperson for the series, and he was great at it. Why? He was good at schmoozing. He had a bit of the gift of the gab. Hire someone to do that. If your pride won't let you hire a writer, Paul Cornell was basically begging you, if your pride won't allow you to do that, hire somebody to do marketing. I mean, really? Somebody could go on talk shows and be smooth. I mean, did you ever see the Biden press secretary, the first one, Jen Psaki? She was fantastic, right? I mean, honestly, she could have announced anything and everybody went, well, that's fine. And have somebody who could interact with people. Find one of these YouTubers, right? And there's got to be somebody who has a personality. I know. Why not do that? But no, he didn't do that. So, but, what's really amazing is everything that he gave John Nathan Turner a hard time for doing is stuff that he's gone headlong into, right? Yeah, his basic complaint was the stories were weak. The stories were weak, boy. I'm watching Timelash right now, and it is agony, right? Timelash is genuinely, even with the new special effects, okay? And I know we're going to get a hashtag justice for Timelash. It's so bad. How that got made? I mean, I know how it got made. You got Eric Saywood was pissed off and didn't know what to do, and John Nathan Turner hiring friends. It's a perfect storm of awful, right? But there's one story. Rest of season 22 is awesome, even though it's not. But it's awesome, right? And I'm enjoying every second of it, apart from bloody Time Lash. Oh, right. But they can't all be winners. That's what I'm trying to say. They can't all. But at least you could have somebody who can market it, which they do not have. Anyway, but so they're going headlong into everything that he lambasted John Nathan Turner about. Like his quality of storytelling is awful because it's more interested in re-educating England to not be racist when it's a little bit problem because England isn't racist. So, even though they're convinced it is, they redefine racism to mean a whole bunch of new things. And, okay, fine, whatever, weirdos. Okay. So now, the next thing he's doing, which John Nathan Turner did a lot better. I want to be clear, did a lot better. Wheel out the member berries when needed, right? And so when needed for Chris Chibnall, it's to detract from his own lack of storytelling ability, which is vast. I mean, he must have known that by the time he got to Flux. It was all about not being disguising you couldn't tell a story, right? It was all about that. But now this centenary special, it doesn't even have a freaking name yet. Oh, I mean, Rusty Davis has built up more anticipation for it than Chris Chibnall. Doesn't even have a name. It just blows me away. And everything they do is wrong. Right? Everything they do is wrong. So now they're going heavy into the member berries for a couple of reasons. One, as I said, to distract from the very low quality of story writing. But the other reason is to legitimize Jodie's run. That's their biggest concern. That Jodie will be seen as an illegitimate doctor. And she's going to be seen as an illegitimate doctor. I think, I mean, I don't know if we're going to end with David Tennant. Some rumours says yes, some rumours says no. I hope the rumours say no is true. I do think the Rusty Davis era is going to be completely unconnected from this era. And I think Rusty Davis didn't like it. So, by the way, that's one of the first rumours I should really get into. At the rap party of, what's the thing he's working around? Vera? Delhi, I can't remember, it's got some woman's name. Okay, the thing he's working on now. At the rap party, apparently he was a bit drunk and started talking about Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who. Was not complimentary, right? Why? Because he's seen it. By the way, I should have said this earlier. As an aside, if you like the current era Doctor Who, enjoy it. You got so much of it, right? You just enjoy it. I don't let me hating it get you down, mate. Honestly, genuinely enjoy it. But anyway, most have not, and I think they found The Timeless Children a story that really pushed away fans, right? Really pushed away the audience, pushed away fans much more than I think the audience had basically gone by that point, going by that point anyway. I mean, that's what the audience data was. So now, as I said, I think the big concern is legitimizing Jodie. And keep in mind, when they made this, they thought there was going to be no continuation of Doctor Who. I mean, that's really important. They thought this was the end of Doctor Who. I've been so baffled to people for a year, and nobody says yes, because you fucked it up, you moron. That's why. Would you like this radioactive mess? No, thank you. I'm trying to cut down. It's just, what? Why would anybody say yes to you? Go on, Vinny, you'd like it. No, I've already destroyed enough of my own reputation. Obviously, he saw the writing on the wall. So he couldn't hand over any. So when they made it, they thought this was going to be an illegitimate run. So I think they wanted to put in as many member bearers as possible. So we saw a couple in the trailer. Tegan and Ace looking awful. The weird thing, I've seen Janet Fielding and Sophie Aldred on those wonderful Blu-ray interviews and Behind the Sofa. And I think with minimal makeup on those, they look so much better than in the trailer. Sophie looks like she's Wicked Witch of the East. I don't know what happened to her. She looks really. It's like they wanted to highlight all her saggy neck. It's really weird. It's kind of like who was it in Coronation Street? When Coronation Street started, I don't know if anybody even remembers the character Elsie Tanner, right? Elsie Tanner. Who was it played it? Anyway, they wanted her to be older when they started. So they made her up to look a bit older, but then as things went on, 20 years later, they said, "Oh, we can make her look a bit younger." They made, 10, I don't know what it was, but they gave her like more age appropriate makeup, so she actually got younger during Coronation Street. I think same thing happened with Sophie and Janet. They look really awful in this. But they're not going to be alone. So more companions. Mel is the big one that people have been saying. Hebe is another one. I'm calling bullshit on that rumor now. That is a blurred picture of Catherine Tate with the late lamented wonderful Bernard Cribbins, in my opinion. Right? I do not think she's back. They are saying that Nicola Bryant's back, and they were expecting the one of the persons who sent me these rumors said they were expecting the Nicola Bryant to be in the trailer, and that they had the embargoed statement from Janet Fielding as Sophie Aldred before the trailer aired. So that makes me think this person's on the level, because Noel's channel, right? Noel's channel, Tarzone. If you're not a subscriber, go and subscribe over there. Boy, did I say subscribe? YouTube, they do not want me to get to 3,500 subscribers, right? They kept me at, because I've been meaning to look up the number for ages. They kept me at between 3470 and 3480 for about 2 months, right? And I keep going up and going down, and going up and going down. So listen, if we can just get 20 people, or like 25 people to push me over, I think that might break something in the algorithm that'll let my channel grow again, right? So we want to get 25 people to subscribe. If there's 25 of you out there can do it, that's fan-frickin-tastic. Thank you very much. Fine, so Nicola Bryant is also supposed to be back in, as is everybody, right? Absolutely everybody. So we're getting Peter Davison, Colin Baker, and Sylvester McCoy, and Paul McGann, right? However, this rumor also says they're not being de-aged. They're in there. They're going to look old. So well, they kind of covered that with Time Crash, didn't they? With Peter Davison. Do I believe this rumor? I believe some of it, right? I imagine Colin will be, oh yes, please sign me up. Yeah, please sign me up, even though he seems to be backtracking a bit now. Paul McGann, I don't know. Doesn't sound likely to me, right? That doesn't sound that likely to me. So we got that. So, and also, the other rumor is they've even got Tom Baker, right? Even Tom Baker, maybe, look, they're having them appear as the curator. Right, because when they had Tom Baker in the 50th, right? They said and they intimated he was a doctor, or he was like a future doctor that chosen earlier phases. Then in Big Finish, they had Colin Baker play the curator, saying that that incarnation kept changing from different earlier incarnations all the time. So they could be doing that, right? They could well be doing that. But Tom Baker is a strong possibility, the person says. But the big one, Carol Ann Ford, right? Carol Ann Ford, who they want. Why they want Carol Ann Ford? Because the big new... and William Russell as well. I'm reading through it. We also they've seen... William Russell, and they are very insistent that Bonnie Langford's in it, right? When somebody asked him, wait a minute, it shouldn't she be with Samuel Glitz? And he doesn't know about that. Doesn't know about that at all. Okay, but the big news is this: they want Carol Ann Ford in because they want to go to the original earliest Doctor Who. Why? Because we're not seeing one regeneration in this episode. We are seeing minimally 2, right? Minimally 2. I was going to say 2, but I don't know, maybe more. Joe Martin's Doctor, as you saw in the thumbnail, to regenerate into Hartnell, right? Joe Martin's Doctor to regenerate into Hartnell. Oh dear. So at that point, I mean, for me, as I said, I think this whole era is going to be not connected to Russell T Davies too, and I hope it isn't, right? I really, really hope it isn't, because then we could just easily excise it out. And honestly, the more they want to shoehorn it into whatever it is, the less attractive that thing gets. Yeah, it doesn't legitimize current era Doctor Who it delegitimizes it. It's really so. It's kind of the same as why they want to put all the member bearers in the Star Trek stuff. Like, they had the was it the Guardian of the Edge of Forever? That was awful. Like, whenever they're talking about original Star Trek, that's when it's absolutely worse. But okay, yeah. So the funny thing, we're going to see Joe Martin regenerate into Dave Bradley's First Doctor, right? And I believe Caroline Ford will be involved in that scene somehow, right? Somehow. So I think they're going to try and tie that into Earthly Child. Let me see if we've got anything else there. So, and the same rumor, the same source also says that. No, this is a different source. Okay, we have two different sources. One says the regeneration happens; it fades to white, and the other one says goes into Tennant. Now, David Tennant was in Cardiff, so that could about a year ago, or about 6 months ago. So that could be to film that scene. I really don't know. I really do not know. But the other big rumor, which I think is really funny, is there's going to be no mention of Thasmin in it. Thasmin is over. They dealt with it. I thought she was going to sacrifice herself to save Yaz, right? I thought that was the plan. Sacrifice herself to save Yaz, and regenerate, and they kiss sort of as they regenerate. No, I really had that picked out, but they're saying they're not even mentioning Yasmin anymore, right? They're not even mentioning it anymore, which I just find incredible, right? I mean, after all that, I find that absolutely incredible. And in their mind, they've dealt with it at Legend of the Sea Devils. It sounds like stuff that Christian would do, right? It sounds like stuff Christian would do. Do I believe? I don't know. All this stuff sounds reasonable, right? And none of it sounds crazy. Because it's the current era Doctor Who. Anyway, so let's have a look at some articles, or at least one article that's been trying to pontificate on what we're going to see in the centenary. There you go. Doctor Who already hinted at how Whittaker's regeneration will happen. Well, we know that the director said it happens outside the TARDIS, right? And I think this picture we saw in the trailer of her starting to regenerate isn't real. I don't think that's when she regenerates. I think that's a bit of a tease. Doctor Who will bid farewell to Jodie Whittaker. Well, it's not really farewell. Good riddance to Jodie Whittaker's 30th Doctor this fall. Oh, can't come soon enough. I mean, I don't want us to watch it, but I want to get it over with. Because, I just think we're going to be in a happier time. No matter how politically nuts Rusty Davies may be, I think we're going to be in a much happier time when this era is in the rearview mirror, and we can just all look forward to the Rusty Davies stuff. Will Rusty Davies stuff be good? I'm really hoping it will be. You know me. I'm saying I really hope it will be. Who knows? But I still think it's more likely than not it'll be good. I think there'll be some wokery in it. I like Star Trek Strange New Worlds. I like Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Couldn't stand the character of Lieutenant Latinx lesbian. Who was it? Ortega. I mean, really, they named her after a packet of taco sauce. It's just really it's so what white people do when they want not to be racist. They become super racist. There we go. Fine. Doctor Who has already had out Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor will regenerate. It might be the result of excess memories. Really? You think? I mean, that actually would make sense. That would make sense, and then it will be like, too much, blows up and forgets everything, right? That would, but again, if it makes sense, would you think Christian would write it? No, that doesn't make sense. The former Broadchurch star took the role of the iconic Time Lord in 2017, in turn becoming the first female actor to play the... Why is it when it's a trans actor, it's an actress, right? When the actor is a woman with a penis, it's an actress. When the actor is a woman without a penis, one would say a more traditional woman, it's an actor. Everything is weird today. Everything up is down, black is white. The former took on the role in 2017, in turn becoming the first female actor. They didn't mention that. in the leading capacity. Now her time on the BBC flagship series is coming to close. Is it still a flagship series, you think? Really? I mean, or do you think it's, it's not doing well, right? I know, we hear conflicting reports. I mean, they act like it was doing the bestest ever and amazingly, right? That's how they act. But we keep getting reports saying, oh, they're very concerned that it was tanking horribly. Okay. I still don't understand why Christian would just didn't hire someone to do public relations. I mean, that really seems to be the most normal thing to do, I guess, because it's a good idea, and there aren't many of those around Cardiff. Where we're up to, Jodie will bid farewell to the 13th on upcoming feature-length special, set to air fall 2022 as part of the BBC centenary celebrations, commiserations, I would say. Alongside Dalek Sidemen are returning for the occasion, Session One's psychotic incarnation of Master to pulverize the Time Lord's home planet upon learning about the mythical timeless child and its true identity. It's just, forget it. I mean, and they're obviously leading heavily into that. I mean, it would be weird not to. Well, it could be weird. No, I think they're leading heavily into it. As per season 12 finale, the Doctor is the timeless child, an otherworldly regenerative being who Gallifrey gene spliced the ability to regenerate, thus becoming Time Lords, eventually adopting the... I gotta move this video out of my way. It make me crazy. It's, what was it? Miss Marvel? God, leave me alone. Otherworldly regenerative, blah, blah, blah. Eventually adopting the title of the Doctor, the child was stripped of her memories by, what? Oh yeah, by the pioneering Tectoon leaving the... Well, we don't know that, but it happened by the Division. We don't know the Tectoon doing that, or the Division... we assume it's Tectoon, I guess. Leaving the heroic Time Lord introduced to the audience in 1963, none the wiser about their former lives. But so many more people are! Weirdly enough, a bunch of sentient rags on a planet we've never heard of. They know all about it, right? They talked to the Doctor about it. So many, we had a giant dog person walking around, knows all about it. Knows everything about it, can't say anything, otherwise we'd be in trouble. We had Time, of course. Time walking around knowing everything about it. Season 13, episode 5, Survivors of the Flux. I guess that'll be us. Survivors of the Flux sees the 13th Doctor reunited with Tectoon, the merciless Gallifreyan scientists who happened upon the mysterious timeless child beneath the dimensional boundary before perishing at the hands of the Ravager swarm. I mean, right, how they killed off those characters was just genuinely pathetic, right? Genuinely pathetic. You had Swarm, who was great! Freaking great character, right? Fantastic character. Do you remember when Chris Chibnall, in his traditional way of being absolutely terrible at marketing, why not hire somebody, Chris? Why not? It's not like the BBC scrimp and save, is it? I mean, it's not like they don't put money into useless salaries. Did they pay somebody like $500,000 a year to work 3 days a week to make every show unwatchable by inserting it with identity politics that make everybody switch off? I mean, if they're paying her $500K a year, I mean, US, what? I mean, surely you can get somebody for 50. It seems to me the way to go. But okay, he was there. Do you remember? He was so excited about Jacob Anderson. Oh, yeah, Jacob Anderson. I'm so excited. Jacob Anderson. Who the fuck? You didn't think to mention you're leaving or Jonah's leaving. No, or Weeping Angels, which you knew about, or Sultanas, which you know. No, all the stuff that would have made somebody excited about, you're like, no, I'm going to talk about Jacob Anderson. Yeah, everything you think Chibnall is wrong, right? Everything is bad. But the Swarm was quite good. I like the outfit. I like the character. I like the actor. That was all good. Never mind. So yeah, Swarm kills Tectoon, and then Swarm is killed by Time. I guess Time is going to be killed by somebody else. With a touch. Tectoon tempts this version of the Doctor into regaining her stolen memories by opening up a chameleon arch in the form of a fob watch. Naturally, she doesn't submit to Tectoon's offer, and instead pockets the device, depositing it deep within the TARDIS, after saving the universe. No, she didn't! From the destructive energy, she saved a bit of the universe. From the destructive energy of the flux. Really? I had a curry the other night, and I had a bit of destructive energy in the flux, let me tell you. They're still fighting back. Where are we up to? Right. It's more likely for now, the contents of the comedian arch remain a mystery to both audiences and the Time Lord herself, although it's more than likely Centennial Special will see the 13th Doctor finally for the watch. So again, do you think they're forgetting about Thasmin completely? I kind of can see that. That'll be hilarious. Oh, the Twitterati will not be happy, right? It could be the overwhelming surge of knowledge about her long-lost lives that lead to her climactic regeneration, or Tech 2 could have rigged the arch with a built-in trap. If the Doctor indulges in her past memories, she'll be forced to regenerate. Oh, Keithorpe. Winding back before using passenger form to absorb the energy, the flux energy, which, I mean, they said it's unstoppable. It's universes. Oh, we can put it in this bloke. I mean, it's like, I mean, really, I would just love to be the person who Christian pitches these ideas, and we doesn't have anybody who does it to, who pitches the ideas to and go, yes, yes, that's what we want, yes, a bit of that. That sounds awesome. Fine. The Doctor faces the ancient being that. So the Doctor faces an ancient being that claims to be the embodiment of time itself. What shit! I just what shit villain. It presents the Doctor with an ominous prophecy. Your time is heading to its end. Oh, I wonder what that could mean. We know you got 2 more episodes left. Everybody knows that. Nothing is forever. This era has seemed like it. Have you ever watched one of their episodes? It feels like forever, mate. It does. It feels like freaking forever. No regeneration, no life. Beware of the forces that mass against you. And their master. I mean, it wasn't really subtle, was it? What, I mean, really? Really? You're going to go, oh, yeah. Oh, that's a mystery. Ooh, what's that going to be? Could it be the master, you think? You think? Might be. We're supposed to get a trailer in August, which I reckon will be the end of August. Of course, Time is suggesting that the Master will ultimately be responsible for bringing the 13th death. No. To beware... No. I don't... Okay, I mean... How are you pulling that conclusion out of that sentence with so much certainty? That's really weird, right? That is really weird. Perhaps the Master forms an alliance with the Daleks and Cybermen. Together they wreak havoc upon Earth. I mean, there's not many of them left, is it? The Master promises to call a ceasefire if the Doctor opens the fire. What the... Okay, now you just write your idiot fan fiction for watch. And suddenly, storm of energy, the sudden storm of knowledge or influx energy that ensues consequently results in her regeneration, and maybe the Master's too. This will be fitting given that the Master is hell-bent on discovering the truth about the TARDIS child. He would die to attain the knowledge. He already... Okay, what are you talking about? He already has the knowledge. Do you remember that? Also, TARDIS show when Jodie Whittaker was in a bunch of glowing circles going... Like, you know, like that was what it was like being trapped on. Oh, God. Every creative decision is bad, right? Until more information is released, audience can only speculate how Jodie Whittaker will face a demise outside the TARDIS. Jamie Magnus Stone, the director of the... By the way, you should keep him on. Russell Davis, use him, and you should use the person who directed Even the Daleks. First-time director, I think, did an excellent job with that script. And I'd really like to find out what the original script was for that, because they said they had to write something different quickly. They said they had to write all of these quickly in the space of a week or so. Kind of shows. Where are we up? Director of the Centenary Special, what I did as well, says that the 30,000 will regenerate outside the TARDIS for the first time in recent history. I mean, like, everything's got to be the first time in history, even if it's not. So, recent history. Tom Baker regenerated outside the TARDIS. Peter Davison in the TARDIS. Colin Baker... Well, in the TARDIS, I guess. Sylvester McCoy outside. Okay, leave me alone. Totally outside. Paul McGann... outside the TARDIS. Okay, fine. For the first time in recent history. Additionally, additional footage glimpsed at the end of Legend of the Sea Devil tease depicting the regeneration of Doctor screaming for Yaz. Yaz, Ekithorp, help me! Oh, we can't do Thasmin, I'm going to regenerate! Oh, Ekithorp. This, however, is likely fake out merely at the beginning of the regeneration process. Either way, Jodie Whittaker's time of Doctor Who is sadly, and I take the word sadly, with the Prince of Salt. So now, we have their sister bag publication, Game Rat, also wants getting in with this. They're asked, will we see Tectoon again? That's actually a good question. Will we? Probably. I would be surprised if we didn't. Maybe. It seems weird to get Barbara Flynn in for like a cameo in 3 episodes. Despite only appearing in 3 episodes, or was it 2 episodes, Tectoon made a big impact. Not really. Because nothing in this era made a big impact because nobody really cared, right? Will we see the character in the future? Okay, blah, blah, blah. Lead it. Timeless chart. Blah, blah, blah. As Gallifreyan history. Blah, 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 blah. Tectoon's role so far. No, we just gone through all that, right? Fine. Through this revelation, the Doctor discovers that she is was a child found by Tectoon, and that both she and the Doctor once worked for the clandestine organisation, the Division. Oh, God. It's kind of like that Monty Python when they did a piss take of the craze. Ronnie and Reggie Piranha. Right? Ronnie and Reggie Piranha. First, we came up with the plan, and then they came up with the second plan they called the other plan. I mean, really? The Division. It's so crap. Everything about this is crap. The Division exists outside Time Lord Society, interfering with time itself as they see fit, and evades the rules simply by staying in the space between universes. The Doctor has no memory of this. Well, we didn't know they were always there. All the lives before becoming the First Doctor. That's because there were no lives before becoming the First Doctor. From this point, Tectoon isn't seen again until Chapter 3 of The Flux. Once upon time, as an older woman... why do they call her Alsock? As an older woman named Alsock. I mean... what's the... how do you come up with that name? It seems... I don't know. Alsock, it is revealed later that she's in fact, the 3rd incarnation of Tectoon. No, she... What? We don't know what incarnation she is. Okay. Alsock blames the Doctor for the flux and tells her to give up, but refuses to elaborate on the reasoning behind the fault laying of the Doctor at the Doctor's feet. It was just a mic drop moment, right? Which is all they really care about in this era of Doctor Who. Alsock doesn't show up again until Chapter 5 of the Survival of the Flux, where her true identity is revealed to Doctor. Alsock explains that she is the head of the Division, and the Division incorporates members of species that extends across space and time. Alsock explains that they are in between universes, and the Flux is destroying one universe, Universe 1, leaving Universe 2 the only option. I thought there's lots of universes. She also reveals that she blames herself for the way in which the Doctor meddles in the universe and ultimately the Division's plans. But why? Okay, fine, blah, blah, blah. Will we see her again? Finally! Having examined Tectoon's brief but pivotal appearance in Doctor Who, is there scope for a character's return? Yes! Considering the nature of the character and the answer of the show, the answer is yes. Death and disintegration don't mean much in a show that plays fast and loose with the laws of space and time. I'm going to let that one go. Okay? I'm going to let that one go. There are plenty of opportunities for Tectoon to return, either in the past or future. At the end of the Flux saga, the Flux Arbor, the form which contained the Doctor's memories was secretly secreted away in the TARDIS. The future opening of this watch could lead to flashbacks or regeneration, which will feature Tectoon, or even lead a gateway for opening a spin-off. Oh, shut up! A spin-off show, a spin-off that shows what she and the Doctor did at the... That's never going to happen. A spin-off show. Oh, yeah. How about this? Why don't we do a spin-off show about... what's the name of the woman from Time Lash? Of her later adventures on whatever that super place is. What's the name of the Carphil? Whatever the name of that planet was. I can't remember. Oh, God, I've got to watch another episode of Time Lash. God help me. Yeah, why don't we make a spin-off about one of the least successful parts of Doctor Who of all time. Why don't we do that? That's bound to work out well, isn't it? That's bound to work out fantastically. Everyone's going to rush to that. Hey, you remember that thing that you didn't watch that everybody hated? Yeah? Do you want some more of it? No. Well, he got some. Oh, great. Thank you. Gateway, the Doctor did the vision before the erasure of the Doctor's memories. Fine. The real question regarding Tectone is whether we'll see whether her existence will even continue once Russell Davies returns. No, it won't. So they're going multiverse. I'm sure they're going multiverse. Why am I sure they're going multiverse? Because we got Christopher Eccleston. I don't know Peter Eccleston. I don't know what Peter Eccleston's doing for the anniversary, but I wish him well. We got Christopher Eccleston for the 6th anniversary doing a story with the Unbound Doctor, the other universe Doctor, the late lamented David Warner passed away 2 days ago. Tell you, it's been a bad week in Doctor Who fandom. Or if the Timeless Child story will be retconned entirely. Chris Chibnall said in a recent interview that he doesn't believe Davis will keep any of the world building or history that he laid out. That means he won't. That means he won't. That means his legacy is being erased forever, which means there's going to be all these member bearers in the finale. However, there's no way to know for sure until Davis and the new incarnation of Doctor begin their run. No matter what happens for a character that appeared in only 3 episodes, Tectoon certainly left a mark. I would say Christian certainly left his mark. What was that mark? Kind of like a skid mark, right? A skid mark on the history of Doctor Who. I think that's a fair way to describe the Jodie Whittaker era. Soon may it be forgotten, soon may it be erased. And again, if you like it, God bless you. Nothing against you. But I would like to see that scrubbed from reality completely. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.